What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here with Tom Ria Sports, and we're back. We got our Week 11 spread picks. Week 11 began Thursday night with the Seahawks defeating division rival Arizona Cardinals at home. Huge win. Seahawks were 3-point favorites, I believe. Good start for us. We picked the Seahawks and the under. Both hit. Rare win on a Thursday night. Those games are always tough to predict, but a nice 1-0 start to the week. So Sunday, tomorrow, the first game on slate is the Eagles going into Cleveland, taking on the Browns. Now, it looks like Myles Garrett's not going to play. I believe he's on the COVID list. Browns are still 3-point favorites. We're going to go ahead and take the Browns here. I think the Browns' run game really gets going. Their defense still plays well without Myles Garrett. Wentz has a couple turnovers, and the Browns win this game by more than 3. Falcons-Saints, this is going to be a really, really interesting game. A lot of reports that Taysom Hill's going to start and Jameis Winston's not going to be involved at all. And it's going to be really, like I said, interesting. It's going to be difficult to judge just how well the Saints offense is going to play heading into it. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the Falcons. Saints are 3.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Falcons to cover that. I actually think they win this game. They've played well of late. They're coming off a bye week. It's going to be interesting. Again, I've said that word a few times now, but it really is. I'm going to take the Falcons, though. Bengals going into Washington, take on the Washington football team. Washington's 1.5-point favorites. I guess I understand just because they're home, but I'm going to pick Bengals to win. I just think they're really a more well-rounded team. They had a tough game last week. They didn't play too well in Pittsburgh. Not many people would. I just think Bengals, again, I love their offense as far as Burrow and Higgins and Bernard. They have some weapons. Defense is okay, but two lowly teams. I think Bengals come out on top here. Lions, Panthers. It doesn't have a spread here on ESPN, but last I checked on CBS, I think Panthers are 1.5-point favorites. So with all the injuries the Lions are facing, I'm going to take the Panthers to win this game. I think it'll be a pretty close one, but I think Panthers win by more than 2. Steelers, Jaguars. Steelers are 10.5-point favorites. Now, Jaguars have played well the last couple weeks with Jake Luton, but this is a whole nother test for them. The Steelers defense should be getting after them early and often. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Steelers to cover the 11-point spread. Titans, Ravens. This game on paper might be the game of the week. Two teams that are very similar in their styles. They obviously played against each other in divisional round last year in the playoffs. Titans got the better of them then. Both teams pretty banged up too. Ravens are 6-point favorites at home. Again, this could go either way. I'm going to take the Titans to cover. I think Ravens win the game. I think they kind of have to, especially with a quick turnaround going into Pittsburgh Thursday night on Thanksgiving. So I think Ravens will win, but I think Titans cover that 6-point spread. Patriots, Texans. Patriots 2.5-point favorites on the road, coming off a big win at home versus Baltimore. I think the Patriots win this game. I think they start to turn the corner a little bit, get some big wins here and there, try to compete for a playoff spot, and this is where it really begins for them. Should win this game. I think they win by around 5-7, so I'm taking the Patriots. Dolphins, Broncos. Dolphins are 4-point favorites on the road in Denver. I'm really just not a Denver fan. I mean, not that I dislike their team. I just don't trust Drew Lock. Their defense hasn't played well. Dolphins, on the other hand, are just a fun team to watch. They're up and coming. Their defense has played great. They're doing just enough on offense. I'm taking the Dolphins here by more than 4. Jets, Chargers. Chargers 9.5-point favorites at home. Hey, you know what? If there's ever been a game for the Jets to win this year, this is definitely one of them. So I'm going to take them to cover the 10-point difference. I think they beat that spread. I don't think they win the game, though. I'm not too confident in that. This is a tough one to bet on if you guys are, but let me know what you think about this game because I'm kind of torn here. I guess I'd take the Chargers if I was betting money line, but spread-wise, I'm definitely taking the Jets. Packers, Colts, another terrific game this week. Packers 7-2, Colts 6-3. Colts are 1.5-point favorites at home. They have a great defense. We know Darius Leonard came out, said some things, how he didn't like what Aaron Rodgers said as far as Fred Warner being the best inside linebacker. A lot of it's just talk, but maybe some motivational stuff. I'm not really seeing too much of that. I think Packers win. I think it really just comes down to them having the better quarterback, a little bit better offense, and their defense has to step up, obviously, but I don't think that's that hard to do for the Colts. And if you really look back on last week, that game was close. Titans looked like they were going to pull that game out, and then the special teams just changed everything. It started with a shanked punt, then a block punt, and Colts took over after that. But I don't think the Colts are as good as people think they are. I think their defense is. Their offense I don't trust, though. So I'm taking the Packers here to win and cover, obviously. Cowboys-Vikings. Weird game. Vikings have played well. They're 7-point favorites. Cowboys off a bye week. Their last game we saw them, I believe, was versus Pittsburgh, and they actually played really well that game. But I'm going to take the Vikings to cover that by like an exact. I really feel like it's going to be like a 7-point victory for the Vikings here. So I'm picking the Vikings with the -7. And then the Sunday night game, Chiefs-Raiders. This should be a really fun one. I hope it's a good one. Chiefs have come out, said they hadn't liked the way the Raiders celebrated their victory in Kansas City earlier in the season, and I don't know, it's a little bit of bad blood maybe, two divisional rivals. I'm taking the Chiefs to cover the 9-point spread. A little bit risky considering the Raiders already beat them, but off a bye week, Andy Reid, I think he's 17-7 in his career. I'm really liking what the Chiefs are saying as far as just the way they're going to come out this game. So I think it's really going to be a high-scoring one, I'm sure, and I think Chiefs win by more than 9. And then the Monday night game, Rams-Bucks. Two good defenses. Rams really have been great, but their schedule hasn't been that strong. I think Buccaneers at home, I know it's Monday night, they haven't been too great in primetime, but I think they get on them early and often. I think the Whitworth injury to the Rams is big for them. I think the Rams offense struggles. I think it's a lower scoring game, but I'm going to take the Bucs to win and cover. Guys, as always, appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back with a recap later this week, and we're working on some more stuff, so be sure to subscribe, throw a like if you like the video, and comment. Let me know what you guys think and what picks you have. As always, have a good one.